Libra, you know that I am not the tarot card reader or astrologer that ever tries to reinforce the idea of us being all about somebody else, being all about other people, because it's unhealthy and impractical. But I'm going to say this for you right now. For you this week, it's almost a reverse temptation. Somehow, I don't know how the cosmos is getting twisted. I will definitely check the stars. Also, a little plug for myself. Please do check out my astrology weekly forecast, because that will go into it in depth and I'll understand it better once I've studied it. But Libra, there is a very, very strong possibility right now, whenever you're watching this video, that you are very, very tempted to be all up in yourself. I'm not sure it's so much realizing that it's selfishness, in that you are determined, you want something, and you have a right to want it, and you honestly don't know how else to go about getting it, but being very, very straightforward about it. And in some ways, it's turning into an obsession. Not necessarily, I shouldn't say that, because that's a fucking hard word, and I apologize. I'll take that back. But it's occupying your life, and there are so many other aspects of your life that you're ignoring for it, and that really just isn't you. I know that you want to be noticed, and I know that, to be honest with you, I know that you deserve to be noticed. But here's what I'm going to propose to you, a question, and I think it's fair. If you really, really, really deserve to be noticed, then really, 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 really have faith in that you will be. There's not a sense of, but I know, it's like, but I have to work on it. I have to do it. I have to be active. Well, faith is an action. Faith is an activity. Faith is something that is an active process, and it's actually very, very difficult. And so, no, I am not telling you to expect people to read your mind or not say out loud what you want. But what I am saying to you is that if you have already made out loud a statement of what you want, now is the time to give the universe some time to give it back to you. You know, it's almost like you're throwing out so much energy that you're not making any room for energy to come back at you. And honestly, that's what you want, right? You want to receive. This is a time to receive. It's the time to set yourself up to receive. And there is something going on here. There's this conflict. That's what the best way to explain it is. There's a conflict between the you that needs you and the you that other people need, and how disappointed you will be in yourself if you do not or are not there for the people that need you. This is not a time when you'll be able to take it back, and this is a time definitely when you should, I'm just going to say it, I'm not going to be subtle, you should focus on your relationships with other people. You should, and I know it's like, don't Libra always? No, not fucking always, but you should focus on loving them and caring for them, and not being loved, not searching and seeking desperately for acceptance. I'm talking about the motherfuckers that you already have in your life that love you and care about you. They're already there, okay? They already love you. They need you right now. Somebody in the loop needs you right now. And if your focus is on your career, your money, your fame, your fortune, if it's on you right now, to be honest, it's almost like you're letting down the other side of a hand reaching out. And I don't have a feeling, I have a feeling this hand isn't that strong to begin with. It's barely shaking itself to try to reach for you. So ultimately, there's just this sense right now, Libra, of reach back. If you can sense that somebody really needs you, and I'm talking about your core group. I am not talking about some motherfucker that you just swiped right on Tinder. I am not talking about that motherfucker. You can get to them any day, and you should be absolutely prioritizing your shit over that motherfucker you don't even know. Okay. But we're talking about somebody who is actually in your life, and you can feel their heart. You can feel that something's up and they need you. And even just like a check-in, a text, a phone call, just to be like, are you all right? Or not even, are you all right? Sometimes you don't even have to say it, man. Sometimes you just have to be like, oh my God, girl, I need to talk to you. And just the fact that you called them and you want to talk to them about something will be what makes them feel better for that day. What I'm saying is, don't lose your focus. This is a very fine-tuned moment for you. If you're listening to this video, I don't care when it is, this is a very, very tightrope time for you, where it's going to be challenging to walk that line, whereas almost it's not going to be challenging because that line is the only thing you got. All the other sides are throwing yourself into an extreme that's going to lead you to, I don't know, splat. I'm just going to let you know, because that's kind of how it is. There is definitely this need that, and I get it, dude. I get it, because I'm a Libra rising, I'm a Cancer sun, I'm a Cancer moon, I'm Cancer Jupiter, my midhaven is Cancer. Like, could you have a more hello, can I be your doormat fucking astrological chart, but natal chart than that? Like, no. You know, I get it. I get how difficult it can be to find that place where you're not getting lost in what you need to do for somebody else. And I think that we came a great distance, right? To like teach ourselves, I have a right to this. I have a right to my time. I have a right to my energy. I have a right to my goals. I have a right to my dreams. I have a right to put myself first. And I don't think that any of this makes that not true. But when you get the call from somebody that loves you and that you need to love, and that's what maybe what we're talking about here, is that fear that, oh my God, I just found myself. Is helping somebody else losing myself again? Will I get sucked back in? No. And I say this to Scorpio all the time. I say this to all the signs. You are not who you used to be. You changed when you realized you could love yourself first. You changed when you realized that boundaries are important. You changed when you realized that I feel good and happy when I take care of me, and that I include myself in part of the care package mix for my, like you already went through that. I just think that now is a time when you're like, holy shit, oh no, will I be throwing away all the things that I worked for if I now turn around and can give my time or take some time for people who need me? You got to always listen to your heart and soul. And I think what I'm doing right now is speaking for your heart and soul when I say, no, love is where you need to be right now. Not in love, not finding love, but giving love right now is so important. And I'll tell you why. Because on the other end is that career, whatever that you've been putting hyper focus into and nothing's been moving. You give that a little bit of time while you're giving to something else, then guess what's going to come back? I'm just letting you know, there is good fortune on the horizon for you, a lot of luck and benefit. Something is finally coming through, and maybe even financial to help you out a bit if you needed a little bit of a, bump. There is some financial stuff coming through, simply because, especially since it'll help you, it'll support you a little bit, especially if things have been rough. But there is some wonderful good fortune coming, so you're conflicted. And the conflicted part isn't like, what do I do with this fortune, or am I afraid to lose it, or what is it? I'm afraid to lose it. It is. It's this inner conflict of, both sides of me. Like, one part I like, one part I don't. What part is best? And if I focus on one, am I going to lose all that I've earned with the other? Well, guess what? You're a whole ass person. You're not a half, right? And you're not somebody else's other half. You're all you all the time, whether you're helping somebody else or you're helping yourself. And so honestly, there is no difference. Your fortune is going to come in. And by giving, I've said this before, and I think in my dailies, I do daily videos Monday through Friday on Instagram, and you are more than welcome to join. I wish that you would. Born_without_boundaries. That's Monday through Friday. I do daily videos. Leading up to the holidays, and because of what's going on in my life right now, I'm going to be on and off, but you can meet me over there most weekdays, and I'm over there giving a live reading. So I'd love for you to hear them, because I know this was a prominent theme in one of those daily readings, and that simply was, oh my God, I think I lost my train of thought. It'll come back around. Oh my God, it's right on tip of my tongue. I have to go. I have to go find it again. I apologize. Oh, this is it. The best form of how much abundance I have in my life is that I can now give. I now have enough to know that if I give a little bit, my bills are still going to be paid. I'm still going to have shit in the bank that's going to take care of me. My rent is done, my mortgage, I'm good, but now I have time. And there's no better statement of how bountiful your life is and how grateful you are than by sharing and helping others. There's no better statement of how bountiful your life is. Even if you're in a tough spot, you can draw in bountifulness and plenty and abundance by giving, not exhausting yourself or giving your rent away when you shouldn't. That's codependency disorder. That's not correct. But I'm saying just like give your time, lend an ear. Some things it's not about money, right? And we all have a little bit of time. And ultimately, giving is very important right now. I almost feel like there's been a disconnect with you in a sense of pounding so hard in your career, you've kind of separated yourself a little bit from what really makes you happy, which is connection, right? This sense of like, what makes you really happy? What makes your soul whole? So right now, this message is going to come through loud and clear. Libra, it's your job to let yourself have fun, let yourself play, let yourself enjoy the moment, let yourself be somewhere, really be there, not be divided, not be pressured, not be pushed, not be pulled in all different directions, but really be present and not be so scared or worried about how's it going to affect my money, how's it going to affect my career. Honestly, the bottom line is there's somebody that needs you so much right now. The gratitude that they give you is going to be bigger and better than anything that you could ever gain from profit or resource or anything like that. Now, I am not telling you to give up your dreams. I 100% am not. But I'll tell you, these cards all came out upside down. Endless opportunities. This is a feeling of being stuck. And if you have felt your opportunities suddenly get stuck, right? And a sense of you're disconnected because you're disconnected from the universe and you're actually making yourself unhealthy because you've gotten yourself out of balance because you've almost pushed yourself to not be yourself by focusing too much on yourself. And now there's that sense of, okay, I got the other perspective. I lived too long in the first one. Where's that middle ground? And then this card came out and really clarified, made me realize it's time to give rather than receive. It's time to be that one that cultivates and helps and listens and I can almost feel the feel good welling up. And listen, this is Cancer and Virgo. There's no two more maternal signs than this. I don't give a fuck if you're a man. These are maternal signs, which means caring for somebody, allowing yourself to just take care of somebody else's needs. Just love the fuck out of them right now. It's what you need to do to love the fuck out of you. It's really interesting how that works, right? A time for healing. Loving the fuck out of somebody is going to be what helps you heal right now. I am not saying that you need to get back with a motherfucker who was bad to you. But I am saying if you have a chance, if there's something in you that, you still have feelings for the dude, right? Or you still have feelings for your ex or something, you're not going to get back with them. That's over. You know that wasn't good for you. But if they reach out to you and they're like sad and they're crying, it's like, how are you? Be an ear to listen. You have your life secured now. And at any time you can hang up the phone. And if it gets too far, don't let it go too far. You're not taking this motherfucker back. You're not giving them what they want. You're giving them what they need. And if what they need is a shoulder to cry on right now, then let him cry, because that's going to feel really good to you. It's going to make you feel more connected to yourself, especially if there's been a sort of disconnect, a feeling of just like not being all you can be. Right? Celebrate who you are, be all that you are, and also be consistent on striving for it. But acknowledge that it's a long climb. You ain't got to get from here to here in a day. And I think that that's why you've been putting this uber amount of energy into it, like you feel behind. You're not behind, baby. You're not behind at all. You are 100% on the right track, and you just got to keep taking one step in front of the other. But that includes allowing yourself happiness. And happiness right now is helping somebody heal. This is a child. You could be getting a visit from a child, going to visit your child. This is a sense of a child coming back to you, somebody in your life, somebody who is innocent like a child, or somebody who is vulnerable like a child, paying you a visit. And honestly, you know, they need love right now. They need healing. They need to feel at home. They need the familiar. They need to be loved by the familiar. Seriously, somebody's returning so that they can be loved by something that makes them feel safe. And you're the something. Garden and moon. This is a sense of deep sort of what like a deep like our true feelings, a sense of not just a social life though. It could very well be though, you know, something that's sort of underpinning our social aspect, or what we feel socially, or something about something that happened socially. It's just been so much pressure right now on us being shining and us succeeding, and it's almost like it's gotten to be too much of a stress and too much of a strain on us. We could also be very, very much dealing with a deceitful person, you know, somebody who is maybe putting too much pressure. Okay, all right, this could be somebody's putting too much pressure on you, somebody's coming on too strong, but ultimately I feel like there's a sense of you realizing that whoever this person is, they're coming on strong for the reason that they're hurting and suffering. And maybe it's time to have that conversation when you feel ready. It's time to have that conversation instead of accusations, blocking them, telling them get the fuck out of your life, being like, you have been extremely needy lately, and I want to know what's up, because I usually don't get this many calls from you. I usually don't, I can feel it. I can feel like something's going on. I know it's not with me because me and you are cool. So what's happening? There's just a sense of like, let it out. And you could be diffusing a whole shit ton of stuff that that won't happen if you diffuse it now. You know what I'm saying? It's like diffuse the bomb, make it into nothing. That's kind of what it is. It's like your intuition is already cueing you into the fact that somebody's not being honest with you. They're coming on too strong because they're scared of something, or they need something, or they're vulnerable right now. Bottom line, they're really vulnerable right now. And okay, you can be there for them too. You can. You be there for the person or people who need you right now. That's going to fill up your soul and take your mind off of too much obsession on yourself, because it's going to make you, I already feel it, like you feel like you're not getting anywhere. Like you're almost pushing yourself to that self-sabotage point where you are down on yourself and feeling like you're not getting anywhere, when in fact you are getting somewhere, but you don't think you're getting somewhere, right? Go ahead and love somebody. Let's get into the nitty gritty. I'm going to get into the nitty gritty with tarot. There's a lot of details that the Oracle does not provide. So what I'm going to do is, I have a link below. Please do go over there. And that's an extended video. You can subscribe directly on Vimeo too, and then you'll get access to the extended videos kind of like a day beforehand. That's possible too, FYI. That link is below. But hang out for the animal guide messages. Okay, we have a past. When cards come out over here, I know it's got something to do with the past. There's something hidden, something secretive, something deceptive, something corrosive. That's what it is. It's corrosive because it's like a dead thing that won't be gone. It's something, it's like a dead thing or a past thing that keeps squashing your future and your ability to move forward. Very, very manipulative, seeding those seeds, sowing those sows, like you're stuck, like feeling very manipulative. And this could be scorpionic energy. This is definitely scorpionic energy, and this is Virgo energy. So there is a sense of feeling like you have been manipulated and people have planted seeds for manipulation, like planting the seeds for tying you down and holding you back. And that this comes up now. This is in the past. This comes up now because it's impacting your decision here, right? It's impacting your decision in this situation. Whereas be loyal to what you love, this is Cancerian energy. This is nurturing energy, loving energy, friendly energy. This is just being happy and love. Just love unconditionally. That's what's happening now. Surrender now to loving unconditionally. That's what the universe is calling you to do. In Sagittarius season, 100% that maternal, caring, nurturing energy in Sagittarius season, and spirit has a plan. This is like divine from above. You're being led and guided to behave this way. You also know it's a higher form of yourself. It's one of your higher purposes. It's like what is the higher purpose of Libra? Through the higher consciousness of Libra is through partnership, sort of. I'm losing a word. I'm sorry about that. And it's like, because I don't remember that word, my sentence won't continue. It's like you're going beyond yourself through partnership. It's like in realizing the importance of partnering with somebody, you are actually transcending. That's what the word is. You are transcending yourself through connection to others. And it's actually exactly what you need right now to make you and help you focus on the best of you. Time for a deep dive. This is romance. This is love. This is your energy, and think on your feet. There is, first of all, this is telling me it's coming up quickly, this impromptu thing that you need in Sagittarius season, or whatever, this yes, this reading is happening in Sagittarius season. If you're watching it 2 months from now, it just means it's chaotic and impromptu and it's coming on you right now. This is that sense of like, it's all of a sudden struck you and you have to improv love. In other words, you need to love somebody on the fly. And I'm not talking about one night stand. I'm talking about somebody needs your love now. Something came up. It wasn't expected, but ultimately you got to be there for them. This could also be an unexpected romance that's coming up out of the fucking blue. Who the fuck knew? How did this even happen? But ultimately it is. Don't question it. Open yourself up to it. All right. Let me go on to the angel messages. The extended link is below. You can go over there now, or you can wait. Oh, one more thing. My friend gave me these cards. They're called the Rebel deck. And let me tell you something. They're the best fuckers ever. They talk the way that I talk. So Libra, I want to see what messages they have for you. And we're going to go on to the angel messages. And maybe this is the angel message that you need. But Libra. Let's see what rebel messages come out for you. All right. Oh, shit. Okay. So this is charging. You're charging. No, what this means is there's no advice. Figure your shit out on your own. That's what it says. And ultimately, what this tells me is you have the ability. You already know what you need. Plain and simple. Now you are loved. You are here for a reason. Don't fuck it up. And last but not least, be fucking grateful. Shit could be so much worse. Listen to it. Let's get into those angel messages. They're a lot nicer. But no, I love those cards. Okay, so here we are. No, that's too much. That's who wants to come out. There you go. Okay. All right, protection. You are safe. Do not fear. We are with you always and surround you always with our invisible wings of light. So this is speaking to that fear, which is here too. That fear that you're going to lose yourself again, or you're going to fall back, or this is going to set you behind. And it's already making you feel selfish and wrong, and you feel bad about this shit. And you know what? Okay, you get through that too. I, Archangel Michael, am here to help you through the present time. I love you. I protect you and keep you safe. Trust that all is well. Accept my love and allow it to dissolve your fear. In other words, things are going to work out. You're protected here. The angels are calling on you to help somebody. They're going to help you. Sacred knowledge. Close your eyes and focus on your breath. Feel the peace within. Beyond your thoughts lies your eternal truth. The I am presence of eternal love. Wow. Middle path. Embrace both sides. What were we talking about during the reading? The middle path is the road to a balanced and more peaceful life. Do it now. Don't put it off any longer. Have courage. Listen to your intuition, for it is the guiding voice of your soul. I mean, for real, how much more blunt can you be? And then we have peace. No matter where you are or what you're doing, inner peace is always possible. All it takes is a subtle shift in awareness. Think love, and peace will follow. You got to trust in this love. You got to trust in this love, because basically Libra embodies peace. And if you haven't been at peace, it's because you need to love somebody. Wisdom. Everything has a place and purpose. To be wise is to have great love, tolerance, and compassion for all things. Let's go over to tarot to articulate. I will see you guys in the extended. The link is below.